Hello and welcome back to downloadable content. Guess what? There is some great news for Nomad players for U11. I know people have been asking about the U11 beta and the Baron has just dropped some news, so let's dissect it and go over it. The first thing I want to start off is the too long didn't read. Too long didn't read. There will be a Nomad beta available soon, but no exact date. So if you aren't going to watch this entire video, let alone listen to it, that's the TLDR. So let's start off with how it's going. The good part about this is that they know that Beta 2 is going to be as close to the full U11 update as possible. So that means the port of U11 for Nomad can and has already begun. However, first and foremost, they are letting us know that they are not sure on how long it will take to get that U11 up and out there. Now, this is separate from the U11 beta compared to U11. They're saying they don't know how long it's going to take for the full U11 to come to Nomad, not the full U11 beta to come to Nomad. And with that all said, it looks like the port will be fairly smooth, with the exception that there are some shadows looming on the horizon in the forms of performance concerns. For example, things like in dungeons, some VFX for sure, that it's still plaguing the PC version. And what I mean by performance on the dungeons, let's just read this quickly. They are hoping that the out of memory crashing from 3-star dungeons will finally be resolved. But right now, some other things are killing and frame rate hits. So it's kind of a give and take on that one. But the meat and potatoes of this is the Nomad beta. So the main concern from the Warp Frog team is things like performance and bugs, and also not knowing exactly how long the port and fixes will take. So they're deciding that they should run the U11 as a beta, similar to exactly what they did for PC players, because it seems like there was a lot of virtue to be had from making the U11 beta. Let the players try it, find the bugs, and make that forum. Like we had a Google document to say, hey, we found all these bugs, and they were able to kind of go in them and really kind of focus on those bugs. So it seems like that's exactly what they're doing, which is excellent news. The next part about this is talking about the when-ish it's available and how to get it. So just to read it out loud, when it becomes available, i.e. the Nomad beta, you will have to opt in by selecting a different version, quote unquote, of the beta on the Quest store. So if you have it as a standalone and you don't have a computer, you have it on your phone. If you have it on your phone, when you go into the store, if you remember, go into the Quest store, you could select versions. You could do that on your PC as well. So if we could just pretend that this is Blade and Sorcery Nomad for an example, what you would do is you're going to scroll down all the way here to version, and once it's available, you do the drop down arrow and you could select, you know, what the live version is or the beta of it. And just know that you're playing a beta once you opt in. So you can still install mods that are available, but if you are installing mods, obviously don't give feedback if there's bugs. But also just know that you're doing like a full-on test run. So you will run into issues and bugs, and you're kind of saying that it's your obligation to say, hey, I ran into some bugs, I'm going to report them. And they're calling this out because if there's some players out there that are more casual about playing Blade and Sorcery, they'll probably completely miss this beta altogether. This is another reason why I'm doing this video, just to call attention to that there will be a beta and how to do it. So you really have to do this manually. It will not automatically update for Quest players. And the Baron is stating that when the beta becomes available, that he will make a big post about it in news, including how to opt in with instructions and pictures. And I assume I'll probably make a video about that to help you out as well with it. But we wanted to make sure that this information is easily digestible. So let's get exciting. Let's talk about what is in U11 Nomad. So many people are asking what's in U11 PC that will or won't make it to Nomad. And the answer is pretty much almost everything aside from advanced graphics. And the good thing is it's really just the advanced graphics that it was just for the PC port. Everything else is going to make it. So Baron is letting you know that things like spells, weapons, stealth mechanic, the new clothing, doors frameworks, new dungeon rooms, those all made it. And those are going to be in the U11 full update, possibly even the beta. New enemy armors, the player home, the animation, it's all there. So that is great news for Nomad players. We're getting everything minus PC level graphics, but I think we understood that. But wait, there's more. Baron mentioned time and time again that one of the major things Nomad will not get compared to the PC is the graphics update. While it remains the case that Nomad will not have the same graphic improvements as the PC, Baron is pleased to let us know that the little surprise is to know that U11 Nomad will indeed have some graphical improvements over what we already have from U10. So we are on U10 right now, letting us know that the graphics are going to be updated. So as a little bonus for us, they weren't sure if it was possible and didn't want to disappoint if that was the case. However, indeed for Nomad will benefit from the PC upgrades from its graphics in the form of how lighting and shadows are done. So that's awesome to see how something worked from the PC is now being brought over to the Quest is awesome. Don't expect it to be PC level graphics, but it's great that we're getting new lighting and shadows for Quest. And to set expectations, Baron is letting us know not to kid ourselves. This will still look like a Quest game compared to the PC VR, but compared to other low poly Quest games out there, this is going to feel awesome. It's going to feel real. It's not going to feel real, but it's going to look awesome. The next part of this talks about the Citadel map, and for anyone who is curious about the status of the Citadel map, it got a big PC makeover and some optimization, so there's still some increased hope that it could be ported to Nomad. However, as of right now, it has still not been tested enough because things are so crazy busy. So they are apologizing to us about that. We have forgiveness there. So at the moment, no guarantee that the Citadel map is going to make it to the U11 update. Now the next part is huge because it talks about scripted modding, something that is like one of the most important things that people want to know. They want to know, can I get these awesome mods on the Quest version? And here's some information. Unfortunately, Baron is kind of coming out of the gate right now and saying that there's some sadly boring news as it continues to be worked on. It's just continuing to be worked on. The goal is to hopefully have it released with the U11 Nomad full release, not the beta. I'll say that again. So they hope to have scripted moddings come out with the U11 full release, not the beta, or possibly even a little after. But as it continues with a big fat non-binding guesstimate clause, we will see how it goes when the update releases. But one thing is for sure is that scripted modding will not release for the beta. So if you are saying, let me get into the U11 beta because I want to get scripted mods, it's not going to happen for the beta. You are opting into the beta because you want to help out. You want to see the newer U11 features. You want to play around with the better lighting, the cooler maps, the newer weapons. That's why you are opting into the U11 beta. And Baron just kind of signs off saying that's it for now. Thanks for your patience, and we hope to have beta release information soon. And just to put like a small pin in here, usually when I see an update like this one, where Baron says, hey, good news, it's usually within the next coming days, they release another thing. Warfrog is not usually a team to say, hey, here's this quick little teaser and update, now wait a month. They usually within a few days to a week say, hey, remember when I said that thing? Boom, here it is. So get your hopes up, be hyped, because I have a feeling it's right around the corner. But that is all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for stopping by, clicking on the video, and listening. Subscribe if you're new. If you're not, you know what to do. Thank you so much once again. I'm Rob from Downloadable Content, and I will see you in the next video.